Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new here, my name is Leah and most of my videos are focused on unsolved crimes and mysteries. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about two missing mothers from Oklahoma, Kansas. We are talking about Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelley. Veronica Butler has been in a custody battle with the father of her children for the last 5 years. There's been so much going on back and forth in and out of the courthouse about custody of the children. And it ended up with the father getting custody of the children with his mother as the main caretaker of the children. And Veronica got supervised visitations on every Saturday. So Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelley, they left on a Saturday, 9 o'clock in the morning, heading for their Four Corner trading post to pick up Veronica's children. But they never made it there, and the car that they were driving in was found abandoned 3 miles from the pickup location. They have now been missing for more than a week, and people in Oklahoma, they're terrified, and schools have been locked down. There's something going on. I don't think this is a case of Thelma and Louise or The Hills Have Eyes with some creepy guy waiting in the middle of nowhere at 9 o'clock in the morning, just waiting for a car to pass with a woman inside. I definitely, without a doubt, think that this was planned and it was an inside job. But who planned what, how, and why, we have no idea. But these two mothers are missing and they really need to be found and reunited with their families. So I'm sharing my thoughts and my opinion on this case. I normally don't get involved in new high-profile cases because I am a relatively new YouTuber and I don't feel like I'm experienced enough to jump into cases like this. No, I'm not Christina Randall or Kendall Ray or 10 to Life. I'm just me. But when I heard about this case, I just wanted to create awareness. I wanted to help. And I decided to conquer my fears as a new YouTuber and just jump in and try my best to help these mothers. So if you're ready, let's do this. Veronica Butler is a 27-year-old woman living in Oklahoma, Kansas. She is also the mother of 2 children, a daughter that just turned 6 on April 2nd, and she also has an 8-year-old son. Veronica and Rickman, who is the father of her children, they ended their relationship in December 2018, and not long after, a battle started for custody of their children. When Veronica and Rickman, they lived together, they lived in a residence that belonged to Rickman's mother's boyfriend. In December 2018, Rickman's mother told him to leave the residence and keep his distance from Veronica and the children for a few months. Veronica and Rickman's mother had a really good relationship, but something happened between them, and Veronica and the children, they had to leave the residence. And the relationships she had with Rickman's mother were completely ruined. Rickman's mother was now on his side. Veronica found a new home and a steady job, and she made sure that the children, they stayed in contact with Rickman. I'm gonna spare you the backstory of how many times they have been in and out of court, how many times Veronica and Rickman, both of them, have filed for custody of the children. But up until now, the battle for custody has lasted 5 years. Rickman is a drug addict and has been arrested several times. He was released in November 2023, but he was arrested again for being in possession of a firearm. Then he was arrested again on February 21st, 2024, for domestic assault and battery against his mother-in-law in front of minors, and he was public intoxicated. Rickman was then court-ordered to attend a 6-month treatment in rehab. This hasn't been easy on anyone. Veronica got full custody of their children. Then after a while, she agreed on weekly visitation, where the children would stay 1 week with her and 1 week with Rickman. And that went really well for a while until Veronica's brother allegedly was accused of sexually assaulting one of the children. Not long after, Rickman filed for full custody, But again, Veronica got full custody of the children. But it was court ordered that the children wasn't allowed anywhere near Veronica's brother, and Rickman would have visitation with his children. So now that went on for a while until Rickman decided to file for full custody again. And this time he got the court order reversed, and he got full custody of the children, with his mother as the primary caretaker. Veronica was given supervised visitation on every Saturday, but in order to pick up the children, she would have to bring a court-appointed custodian, and Jillian Kelley is on that list. Jillian Kelley is a 39-year-old woman and a mother herself. She works at the Willow Christian Church as a secretary, and her husband is a pastor in a church in the same town. On March 30th, about 9 a.m., Veronica and Jillian got into Veronica's blue Kia and drove towards the Four Corner Trading Post. The Four Corner Trading Post is where the court ordered that the exchange of minor children would take place. But Veronica and Jillian, they never made it there. When the two women was due to be back and didn't show up, Jillian's husband got worried and he decided to drive to the Four Corners Trading Post with a friend to see what was going on. 3 miles from the pickup location, Veronica's car was found abandoned on the right side of the road. The sheriff was already at the scene. At 10:15 a.m., a female witness had driven past the car and noticed a broken window, so she decided to call the sheriff. Veronica and Jillian was nowhere to be seen. A window on the driver's side was broken. There didn't seem to be anything wrong with the car, and there hadn't been any accident. The sheriff did say that they found something inside the car that clearly indicated foul play, but what they found is unknown to the public. And I can't help wondering, what did they find inside the car? Could it be a bullet that was the cause of the broken window? Was it their clothes, bags, or maybe their mobile phones? And who was driving? Was the window broken from the inside or from the outside? Was there any fingerprints found on the car? Was there any tire tracks to be seen? Like, was the car stopped abruptly, or did it pull over normally? Did canine dogs check for blood to see if anyone was injured? What about DNA, a cigarette butt, or shoe prints? I was also wondering if the keys were still in the ignition. Did anyone drive on the road that morning with dashcam on their car? Because that means that they could have caught the suspect or the suspects on the camera in their car. What about Veronica's phone records? Did she get any threats or something like that? Or maybe someone followed them. I know what we are all thinking, but Rickman was expected to report for inpatient rehab in Oklahoma City on March 22nd for a 6-month treatment. And it was confined rehab, so he couldn't just come and go as he wanted. And that could actually rule him out as a suspect in the disappearance of Veronica and Jillian. I think this case is terrifying. Rickman is a felon and had access to firearms before. And just a few months prior to the women going missing, he was arrested for domestic assault and battery on his mother-in-law in front of minors and was public intoxicated. And maybe Rickman is stuck in rehab for 6 months and he can't just come and go as he please. So even though he wouldn't be able to do this himself, he could still have made some calls and made this happen. But that's just my opinion. Rickman's mother, who is now the main caretaker of the children, she didn't get along with Veronica anymore. And her boyfriend had actually also been arrested for pointing a firearm at someone, but we don't know who. The charges was dismissed for unknown reasons. Maybe the pickup location was changed, so they were asked to stop there and wait. And someone else was waiting there for them because maybe the grandmother refused to give the children to Veronica because she was terrified that they would be anywhere near Veronica's brother. So being a grandmother and protecting her grandchildren, I don't know. Do you think it's possible she could have something to do with this? I'm not saying she's a bad person, and I'm not saying she did this. I'm just saying a grandmother would do anything in her power to protect her grandchildren and especially when her son is stuck in rehab and can't go anywhere. So she might feel that she have to fill out his shoes and take responsibility for the children. The women left around 9 a.m. and around 10:15 they were gone and the car was abandoned. So in 1 hour they disappeared. You just can't help wondering, how did the window break and why did they pull over on the road? Was someone walking out on the road with a gun and made them stop, and then she refused to open the door, so he smashed the window with the gun? I'm not accusing anyone of anything, but it definitely sounds and looks to me like this is an inside job and very well planned. When you look at this area where Veronica and Jillian they had to drive through on Highway 95, just looking at that road freaks me out because I'm like, there's nothing there. Like the sign says, welcome to no man's land. Can you imagine driving on that road and your car breaks down? So you would be stuck in the middle of nowhere. There would probably not be any signal out there, so it would be very hard to call for help. I think we are all very worried about the two moms. They have been missing for more than a week now, and I can't help wonder, where are they? Who took them? Who are they with? Are they okay? Are they trying to escape? Are they trying to come home? Are they stuck where they are? Are they locked in? What's going on? I really hope that they will return unharmed very, very soon. Veronica Butler is 27 years old. She is 5'4" tall. She has red hair and green eyes. She was last seen wearing a blue shirt, denim shorts, a pair of Hey Dude shoes. She had a Chinese symbol tattoo on her left forearm, and she has a sunflower tattoo on her left shoulder. Jillian Kelley is 39 years old. She has blonde hair and blue eyes, and she was last seen wearing whitewashed blue jeans, a long sleeve shirt, nude colored shoes, and she has a butterfly tattoo on her left forearm. If you see any of these women or have any information about their disappearance, please come forward and help the families bring these two moms home. I hope and pray for their safe return. So that's it for today's video. I really hope and pray that these two women, they're gonna find their way home very, very soon and unharmed. This is terrifying, and not knowing is probably the worst part. So I really want to know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think this was a random stranger and it was just a coincidence that he picked Veronica and Jillian? Or do you think this was planned and it was an inside job? We don't know, but to me, thinking that it was a coincidence, I honestly don't believe that. I think I can't be sure. And I'm not blaming anyone and I'm not pointing my fingers at anyone. Actually, maybe I am a little bit, but there's no proof of anything and people are innocent until proven guilty. So, but I still can say that I think this was planned. This was not a coincidence. So please let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more content like this. And until the next one, take care and stay safe. Bye.